everybody, welcome to another missing persons case. Today's video is going to be kind of a short one because there is not a whole lot of information on this case and it is an older one. Miller Smith Harlow was 62 years old and had only been enjoying retirement for about 9 months when he disappeared from Louisa, Virginia. He had grown up in Louisa and worked at the Liberty Lace factory for 21 years. He walked, rode his bike, or caught rides with friends and family to get where he needed to go, as he didn't have a license and had never driven a vehicle. He liked to stay busy, so after retirement, he spent his time doing odd jobs, helping others, and spending a lot of time with friends and family. He was the type of person who very rarely strayed from his day-to-day routine. He pretty much did the same thing every day. And one of the things that he would do is he would walk the 2 miles to the Wooden Nickel restaurant and have breakfast and just visit with other regulars that were there almost every day. On Thursday, August 28th, 1991, Miller was walking to the Wooden Nickel, and his plans were to meet his cousin James there. James was going to give Miller a ride to his sister Betty's house so he could visit with her over the weekend. When James arrived at the restaurant to meet Miller, Miller wasn't there, which was very odd. So James went inside and asked some of the other patrons if they had seen Miller, but no one had. So James drove out to Miller's home, which was on Route 33, and he thought, he might see Miller walking on his way to the restaurant, or maybe Miller had just stayed home. But he did not see him on the road, and when he got to Miller's house, he was not there. So James left a note on the front door for his cousin and left. He did return the next day and saw that the note was still on the front door and that Miller had not gotten his mail from that day or the day before, and Miller was not on the property. He couldn't find him anywhere. He had been seen at around 1:30 p.m. by someone who drove by that knew him, and they said that he was standing outside of Pretty's funeral home in Gordonsville. So he had presumably made it into town, but he hadn't made it to the restaurant and he hadn't made it back home. He was last seen wearing a red t-shirt, blue jeans, black tennis shoes, a black baseball cap with the initials AMC on it, and brown rimmed glasses. He was not known to leave without telling anyone where he would be, and he had such a regular routine that his family pretty much immediately knew that something was not right. So the family went ahead and filed a missing persons report on August 31st. His home was searched, but nothing out of the ordinary was found. Volunteers and law enforcement searched on foot. They brought in the sniffer dogs and could not pick up his scent, couldn't find any sign of him. Aerial searches didn't find anything either. They couldn't even find any evidence that a crime had even taken place, and they had no suspects. They do think foul play was involved in his disappearance, but without any clues or evidence or suspects, they can't charge anyone with anything. I could not find much on this case at all, and I couldn't find much information on Miller either, and so I'm not sure if he had any enemies or who in the world would have wanted to snatch or harm this 62-year-old man. If he is still alive today, Miller would be in his early 90s. If you have any information on what happened to Mr. Miller Smith Harlow, it's time to speak up. He's been missing for 29 years. You can call in information to the Louisa County Sheriff's Office at 540-967-1234. This is another one of those strange cases where it seems like no one saw anything, no one left any clues behind, and he just vanished. Which, we know people don't just disappear. Something had to have happened to him, and I hope somebody out there still knows something. It has been a very long time, but people don't keep their mouth shut when crimes are committed, so I guarantee there's someone out there that knows, and I hope that they will come forward, and I hope that the family that Miller has left remaining gets some kind of closure and gets some kind of answers. Please keep his story out there, share his flyers, share this video, and please know that I mean no harm in doing these videos. I am simply trying to spread awareness and get these cases that no one knows about out there more. This was a very short video. Like I said, there wasn't a lot of information on it, but I still wanted to get Miller's story out there and get his face out there. I couldn't even find any pictures except for the one that you all saw. So it needs some kind of attention. Please let people know about his story. Thank you all so very much for watching. If you would like to check out my other missing person cases, I'm putting the link up on the screen right about now. Please click on it. Check out the other cases. They all deserve more exposure. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye.